The United Nations has launched a $500 million appeal for those affected by Nepal's earthquake. Riot police have been rushed in to break up protests in the capital Kathmandu, as frustration mounts among those now stranded without shelter, food or water. Lachlan Kennedy is in Nepal and filed this report.
Frustration spills onto the streets. After waiting days for a free bus, families desperate to leave Kathmandu are told they'd be waiting at least another night.
You've been waiting 3 to 4 days and you still haven't got a ticket?
Never giving them anything.
They claim authorities had promised hundreds of buses.
Only 67 buses.
67
only.
And they promised 500?
Yeah, that's the problem.
The queue for a free ride even longer because private drivers are allegedly price gouging.
Tickets from here to Naigat, it used to cost only 300, 400, but now they are demanding 3,000.
Transport officials can do little to calm the anger as riot police are ordered in. A group of young men make a run for the main road, hoping to disrupt traffic. Armed officers do their best to stop them, but cautious not to overreact and spark something bigger, they let the group march.
The protest is beginning to die down as they reach the Department of Transport here. Still, a small group is arguing with the riot police. However, what they've done, in effect, marching down the main street here, blocking it off, is they've got in the way of ambulances which are trying to get over to the hospital here.
The country's Prime Minister has been touring the capital, meeting survivors and thanking rescuers. This newly released security video shows the violence of Saturday's earthquake as the main paper publishes photos of the rescue of a 4-month-old baby. Pulled from the rubble after 22 hours, his survival is a much-needed story of hope. This is all that's left of Mount Everest Base Camp, days after avalanches ripped through, killing 18 climbers. The ride out of Kathmandu is a depressing drive. 2.5 hours to the southeast is the mountain village of Pulanachuk Bhagawati. Home after home has been reduced to piles of rock. In one structure, all that remains is a poster of what seems a different world. Bare hands now search for anything that may still be useful. The dead have been cremated, while survivors say they need more help.
First aid is very important and some food.
While we were filming, some arrived. The Sri Lankan army setting up a basic field hospital. It's a sign this community may be far away, but it's not forgotten.
What we've found in these mountains is village after village of people living in abject poverty who've had their suffering now deeply compounded by this horrific natural disaster. There is simply so much that needs to be done, and while the occasional official food and medical drop may make it out here, they are so low on the priority list for the help heavy lifting, and that means they'll have to do most of it on their own. In Nepal, Lachlan Kennedy, 10 Eyewitness News.